Hello, I'm going to give you a quick introduction to insuring clubs, associations and societies. Now, this is not straightforward because, as you can imagine, no two clubs are the same and they vary quite differently. But I'll give you a quick outline which might help you before you decide what insurance that your club, society or association requires. Most, at a bare minimum, will require public liability. And this will cover you should your club be accused of causing injury or damage. Often, if you're a club and you're renting a premise or facility, the facility owner will insist upon seeing evidence of public liability insurance. You need to check that your public liability insurance is broad enough for your club. It needs to cover the activities that your club actually partakes in. Many activities will be excluded as standard, but can be added on request. So make sure your insurance broker knows what you do, and if you change things, tell them. If all of a sudden you decide to hire a bouncy castle one day, or have a firework party, you need to let your insurer know. Some exclusions you could be surprised about would be an exclusion of injury to club members, or an exclusion of one club member injuring another. So you need to speak to your broker and make sure that if you require these extensions, they're not excluded. You may also want products liability, which is often combined with public liability. And this will protect you if you supply something that causes injury, which could just be a cup of tea. A further extension to the liability theme is employer's liability. It's a legal requirement to have employer's liability if you employ people. And this could include part-time employees and unpaid volunteers. So again, check whether you need this kind of insurance. Employer's liability will cover your organisation if an employee is injured and makes a claim against the club. If your club has property, whether that be a building or just items, you may well want to consider insuring those against things like fire, theft, damage, and so on. Some items will need to be specified if they're portable and moved around, or if they're expensive, such as trophies. So make sure you discuss in detail the sort of things that your club has that needs insuring. And if your club does have a premises or property that generates an income for the club, then you might want to add business interruption insurance. And this will pay if your club sees a downturn in income because the property or equipment is damaged, meaning that your turnover is reduced. An increasingly requested type of insurance is committee members or trustees or directors insurance. This will cover the management of the club because it's a little known fact that directors, officers, committee members, trustees and so on have unlimited personal liability if they get accused of failing in their duties in running an organisation. So this insurance will protect them personally. If your club goes on trips, you can also have group travel insurance. If your club wants to protect its members' income should they be injured, you can consider personal accident insurance, which will pay club members a financial benefit if the activities of the club cause them an injury, because you want your club members to participate fully without risk financially. As said previously, there's such a wide range of clubs out there that no two clubs are the same. Therefore, you need to speak to an expert in club insurance. Man Broadbent have been insuring clubs for over 50 years and would be pleased to give you and your club or association advice on the type of insurance it needs.